Hey, beautiful people, how are you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Um, I have an appointment somewhere, so I'm going there. Now, this information is for newcomers to Europe, to the Netherlands. Please, when you get here, right, and you are lucky enough to get someone who is able to teach you certain things, or probably, let me say, give you ideas where to go, what to do, and a whole lot of things, then you should be happy and listen to them. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I noticed that some people, once they reach here, they do not really understand what they are doing. And at the end of the day, if you are in that pot of soup and where you don't really have anybody to help you with info, and equally, let's say there are things that you were supposed to do, because there are some people in this Europe that will just tell you, oh, don't go to school. Don't go to school. Where I am going now, I'm going to collect my second residence permit, which was renewed. You understand? Now, the worst thing for you to do is to get in here and you do not go to school. That's where your problems will start. Yeah, that is where your problems will start. Because you need to always ask yourself, why did I move here? That should be your first question. Why did I move to Europe? That should always be your first question. Now, once you answer this question, why you moved to Europe, then you will definitely put so many things in order. This lady, I think she too is going to, anyways, it's really not my business. It's one of our sisters. I was thinking that maybe she's going to collect her own residence permit too. But I remembered that this is Europe. This is not Douala. If you say certain things here or do certain things, you might instead get into trouble. So what I'm saying is, if you get into Europe, the people you meet, the first people that you are going to meet in Europe, the people who will give you ideas are those people, genuine ideas, are the people that will help you stand firm when you are just new. Now, I'm saying this because there are so many people, once you get into Europe, they'll be like, oh, don't go to school. Oh, that school is expensive. Don't go. If you can afford, bro, go to school, because going to school is the easiest way that will help you secure your stay. It's the easiest method. You were asking if it's possible for you to be here in February. You said January, but the semester begins in February. So definitely you would enter here February. If at all you manage to get admission, I don't know how possible that is going to be right now. But let me talk about coming with dependents. First thing first, you cannot move directly with dependents to this country. You understand? The reason is this. When you are applying because you are not the one doing your visa. So when you get admission, the person who gets admission, would be the school would do their visa. If at any point you can't hear me properly, please indicate so I know. When you get admission, there is a procedure. Once you get admission, you have to pay your tuition complete for 1 year. Then you also add your living cost for 1 year. Then you also add your visa fee. Then you also add your insurance to the total amount. Then you pay to the school's account. That is the way it works here in the Netherlands. And 96%, or let me say 98% of universities here operate in this format. You understand? Now, once you pay that money to their account, they are going to see it and confirm with you. If they don't see it, once you pay, send a receipt to them and be calm. The money cannot go anywhere, right? Once they see it, once they confirm with you, I think they will send you some documents to fill. I think there are 2 or 3. I don't remember how many, but they will always send it to you because there is a particular platform you are using, a central platform. Now, once you sign those documents, you upload them back to the platform. They are now going, your school is now going to put in for your visa. The school is going to put in for your visa to the government. They will apply to the government. Now, remember you paid them some money. Visa fee, living costs, tuition fee, and insurance. That living cost is to show the government that you actually have money to stay here for 1 academic year if you do not find a job. Once the visa will be approved, because it cannot be denied except that you have fraudulent documents along the way, which is still not possible because anything will be checked by your school first before giving you an offer. So once it's approved, you are going to get an offer letter, like not the offer letter from the school. I mean a visa. I was trying to say visa acceptance, right? The document they will give to you will have your visa number, everything. So your visa comes from the Netherlands, not from Africa. In fact, all visas come from Europe. Most people don't know. Now, once they send you that document, they will tell you to print a certain form. MVV form is a visa application form. Then you book an appointment with the embassy. They now have a consular in Lagos. One of my students came in with the consular because we first of all booked for Benin. He went to Benin. Benin told him to go to Lagos for Nigerians only. So he went back to Lagos. He's already here. He went to Austria. Now, once you go there and collect your visa, you can now move in. Then when you get in, you will now apply, come in, register in your school, look for accommodation. I recommend you look for it before you come because it's so hard to get accommodation, right? And school accommodation is usually expensive. So it's always good to plan on time. Now, once you get in, you get accommodation contract, you will take the contract to a place, they call it the municipality of that area you live, right? They are going to give you something called a local tax number. I think is it a local tax number in English? Some digits. It's like your security identification. Then, once they give you that number, you will come back, open a bank account online. You will create an account. It's easy to create online. Once the account is ready, the bank will now bring the details. The bank will now bring your details to your address because now, remember now you have an address. You understand? Because your accommodation or residence have been registered under the address. Now, when they bring it, you log in, fill the codes and blah, 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 whatsoever. Then when everything is okay, you now send it to your school to refund you that money, that 14,000 or 13,000 living costs, or how much you pay, depends on city. When you are applying for the school, you are going to see all of these details on their website already. Now, once they refund to you, it's your money now, right? You can be using it for your accommodation or whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Now, once you are here for 2 months, right, you can now file in to bring your family. You get my point? I'm saying this because there is someone who did this procedure already. The family is already here. They did it and the family is already here. So you cannot put in for your family. And how do you put in for your family? You have to call the government. They call them IND. You call the government. You tell them that you want to bring your family over. They will ask you some questions, maybe how many children, their ages, all those things. They will now tell you the documents you have to gather. Then they will equally tell you the amount of money you need to have in your bank account. The bank account can be an African bank account, but if you are telling them you have an account in Nigeria or you understand, you need to equally tell them how did you get the money into that account. Do you have a business? Or are you working? Were you working full-time? If you have a business, where are the business registration documents? You need to submit all of that to IND with the other things they are going to tell you. Then they will look at the documents, marriage certificate, all of that. Once that is done, they will approve the visas. Then you can now send to your wife and the kid. They will now take them. It will be in 2 envelopes. They will now take them, book an appointment for their visa, stamping, I mean biometrics here. Then they will go to the embassy, collect the stamping in their passport, give fingerprints and collect their stamping. So this is the way it works. Remember, before you bring a family, you have to also be thinking about accommodation. Like I said, accommodation is so hard in Europe now, especially in this country. And even if you find accommodation, you need to make sure you have money to fund, because you are going to be spending at least, if it's small, 1,000 euros every month just for accommodation. I'm just saying 1,000. You may not even find something for that amount. So it will now depend on you and what you are looking for. Now, remember I mentioned before that there are schools that you are going to do application, right? And they will ask you to pay complete money. There are other schools that when you do this application, just a few of them, I think so far I know of just two. When you do this application with them, they will evaluate your documents. Then, if the documents are okay, they will approve the documents. Then now, they will tell you that, okay, you either pay your tuition and all those other monies I mentioned before, or you do a bank statement of method. Now, the bank statement method, you are now going to be telling them, oh, you want to sponsor yourself, or somebody is going to sponsor you. If you say somebody is going to sponsor you, definitely they will send some documents for you to give to the person. Then they will ask for the person's identification, and then they will ask for the bank account of the person. There are some documents the person will sign. They will send to you all of these things. The school I'm talking about. Now, once the person's produce all these documents and give to you, you upload to them. That's the visa stage I'm talking about now, because they already approve your admissions if you are accepted.